When you see them side by side, you'll see that Fury has all the physical advantages.
Boxer going down, the other one goes to a neutral corner. Okay, defend yourself at all times. Best of luck.
This is a young fella who, not this one, this is not a particularly young fella, this is a young fella who is physically taller than both the Klitschkos.
He's an absolute giant.
Let's see that's how good he can look here. Maybe yesterday he's fought tall men before. Says he has actually been in the ring against a fella who is bigger than Tyson Fury. There's not too many of those. Nikolai Valoev would be one, I suppose. There's not many.
In Fury, you can see it immediately, because what he's not trying to do is just knock this guy out. He's not going out there like he did in his last fight and just unloaded with everything. He's trying to be sensible.
Been a pro since 2004. He does have 15 wins to his name. He's got to find a way of getting in close and landing some punches. Nothing so far.
But this is all Tyson Fury has to do. Keep it like that, just keep it long, and he'll get exactly what he's looking for.
Good uppercut from Fury. Valerie fought was an extremely tough, strong man.
Well, you show me a heavyweight that doesn't hit hard. It's almost impossible. I think perhaps what they're trying to say, John, or what they mean is, you know, they want to see development in his punches.
Tyson wearing a very long pair of new shorts tonight, which seem to possibly be half a size too big, judging by the way they're moving in a downwards direction. It comes from, that's what it signifies. Name like Mackenzie, you'd be a Scot, wouldn't you?
Absolutely. There's a cut, I believe, on somewhere. And that's a good body shot by Fury. No, it's not a cut, sorry, I do apologise.
It's a fair target, isn't it, the Peret body? Dominated that.
Okay.
Tyson Fury winning the first round easily. Daniil Peretyatko with a little bit of blood from his nose and a bit of grazing around his left eyebrow.
It's punch bag time for Fury. He knows he can beat this guy at a canter. Showing him a right hand, hitting him with a left hook, perhaps.
Most of whom you wouldn't want to argue with. Well, he's just covering up, isn't he?
I think once Fury gets through with the uppercut, it'll be all over.
He's cut now, cut on the left eye. They'll be looking closely at that between rounds, I'm sure.
Well, that would have done him a favour, because he's, you know, as I said...
And he's got to try and get into this fight somehow, Peretyatko, because with that cut and
trying to guard it well enough.
Many a professional boxer, they've been in against fellas like this. That got through. Left hand did reach the jaw of Fury there.
Those body shots were good by Fury.
He's hurt him, Duke. He's backing away now. I don't think he wants too much more. Fury senses it.
That's obviously carried quite a lot of power, because, you know, he's got quite a big mid-drift to soak that up, but, you know, they got through, so...
Complained that one of them was low, Peretyatko. That was a good shot, that left hook. Bell goes to end. Let's see how bad the damage is. It's not great. That is not good. And the referee having a very... He's furious. But the referee has said no more, and the fight is over.
You've got a cut eye. You can't continue with that. We've got 4 more rounds. No! I know that. Listen. Daniel.
He's being told by his corner, you've got a cut eye, there's no way you can continue.
It will tear open, trust me.
Peret is furious, and he's being told if you fought on, it would tear open, and it would get even worse. It's going to need stitches as it is. Proud man, fighting man. We reckon there was a bit of a nick at the end of the first round, but the damage really came in the second. I don't think it was that cut which ended the fight, which came in the first round. A few boos from the crowd, but it's all very well for them to jeer, but you don't want to see lasting damage done.
Well, of course you don't, and it's okay to scream and shout and rant and rave, but obviously the corner have got his best interests at heart. That would tear open. It's probably the best thing. You know, he wasn't going to win this fight, certainly not on points.
Well, easy night's work, in all honesty, for Tyson Fury, and I don't think we know anything more about him now than we did 6 minutes or so ago, except that he's now got 3 wins instead of 2, and he was clearly far too good and far too much for fighters of this sort of man's caliber.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 2 completed rounds of boxing, our referee in charge, Ken Curtis, stops the contest due to a laceration above the left eye of the blue corner. Therefore, your winner and still undefeated, Tyson Fury.
Tyson Fury moves on. Bigger tests ahead, no doubt. And, well, that didn't really tell us too much. Peret disappointed, but it had to be ended when it did.
Yes, Peret upset about it, and the crowd upset here, because when Tyson Fury gets into the ring these days, they look and hope to see spectacular knockouts, but it's another win for Tyson. Don't forget John Thaxton defending that European lightweight crown coming up very shortly, plus that, before that, the special tribute to Reg Guthrie. But when you rejoin us, we'll be having a word with Mr. Fury.